Hey, y'all. Welcome back, and thank you so much for listening. Welcome to Cleaning Life with Kia, and I am Kia. So, if this is your first time tuning in, thank you. If you have chimed in before or watched before, thank you again for supporting me, supporting my platform. I am the owner of Help Now, which is located in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area. I do cleanings, decluttering, basically home management. I am using my brand as a platform to just spread awareness, give tips, kind of unify us all with this cleaning life. Like like I said, some people it's not going to resonate because it may be not that important to you, but for those that like structure, like order, like things to be clean in a certain way, um, this is definitely the place for you. So the name of the podcast is Cleaning Life with Kia, and I'm using my business Help Now as a platform to just, tie things together as we, um, live this life and all the components that come with it. And cleaning is a big one. So um, today's show is basically a message for our children as it's pertaining to helping out and contributing to the home, the place where they live also. Um, I'm always on here just talking about different um, topics regarding cleaning and just routine and how we all really just need to learn how to pull in and help each other because ultimately like I said, even for cleaning you don't have to hire someone to come in and it's really like a luxury type thing, but it's cleaning, it's still something that is necessary in the home unless you just live a certain way, you live dirty or you live nasty. So whether someone comes in or whether you have to do it on your own, it's just a very crucial, important component, of living. It makes you feel better. When you don't do it, it adds stress and chaos to your life. It keeps things out of order and out of place with your family, your routine, even on your job. So I'm always on the parents because it starts with the parents. We have to hold ourselves accountable because we know better. We're older, and we have to hold our children accountable as well. So I'm always on the parents because we should first, take that first leg of accountability and responsibility when it comes to the kids and teaching them what they should be doing and how they can help contribute to the home. So with me, I have four boys, and then also I am out and about with clients, and I have two younger brothers, growing up. So I've just seen a lot, and um, we have to hold the kids accountable. And sometimes, as parents, we don't always convey the things that need to be said. Sometimes there are no conversation about it. It's just kind of like an expectation. You need to clean up behind yourself. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do better. And then sometimes, a lot of times, the children haven't been taught. It's just an expectation. The lines of communication are broken because the way that you talk to them, it'll affect productivity. Um, with them. Like I do be fussing at my kids, but it only is because I've talked to them so gently and we've gone through several conversations and they understand. I know that they understand. They know that I know that they understand. So then at that point, like sometimes they will, get fussed at because they know better and they don't even be bothered with it because they'll feel any way about it because they know that 10 times out of 10 they were in the wrong and I was just holding them accountable for something. And It is what it is. But I'm always on the parents because it starts with us first. But on the other side, the children have to be accountable, and children are starting to inhabit taking a blind eye, putting all this responsibility on the parents, and that's not fair either. That's not fair. So I'm here to speak on behalf. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or I'm right, or if you agree or disagree, but I'm speaking on behalf, of myself and other parents, um, to the children, to just kind of let you know some things. And even what I'm going to say is probably going to be something that your parents have already said before. And for whatever reason, when other people say things, it makes more sense to the kids, or they ingest it a lot better than when it's just coming from the parents. I don't know. Like, I can tell my son the same thing over and over and over, but then it'll be someone besides me in his life that'll tell him the exact same thing, and then all of a sudden the light bulb come on. So I don't know. So, I'm just trying to do my part, and however it comes out conveyed, I just hope that you receive the message with love, and just knowing that, as parents, we have your best interest at heart. We love you. So I'm gonna just start off with this, so far as, like, and this is like I said, to the children, our children. Um, Dear children, we don't owe you anything. Most of y'all feel too entitled. We need y'all's help. Life ain't what you think it is. We know you didn't ask to be here. We know you think we're old. We know you'd rather be on your phone with friends or playing video games rather than helping out around the house. We don't care. Life ain't what you think it is. You're not doing us a favor by helping. We know how to clean. We know that there are other things you'd rather be doing, and we still don't care. Sincerely, and love, the parents, or whoever keep you. Like, and really, that's the gist of it all. So, we can't baby you. So when it comes to like house cleaning, chores, that type of responsibility and accountability, like, it's one of those things where sometimes y'all want to be older, and have an older mindset, but then when it comes to like chores and stuff like that, you want to be baby. So it's like one of those things where you have to choose who you want to be. And it's not like you want to be a baby, especially for like the older kids, older adults. You don't want to be children. You want to be adults. You just don't want the responsibility that comes with it. And that's one of those responsibilities. And it's not because you're really doing us a favor, but it's actually us trying to teach you a life skill. And we're trying to help you be better people. And you should help. You should help. I have 4 boys, and we don't really tussle about this topic. Like, I'll be on them sometimes because they're not perfect, and they're gonna try, and I don't expect them to just do everything right all the time and just have this schedule like all the time. It's not that. But I have had conversations with my boys literally with tears in my eyes because I meant what I was saying. You know, I have to just teach them, well, first of all, we all live here. It's not fair for it to be just the mom's responsibility, or the mom and dad's, or just the dad's responsibility, whoever the adult is. And typically, a lot of times, most of the time, it falls on the mom. It's not fair. It's not fair. You can spend your whole entire day doing whatever it is that you want to do the entire day. And then you just expect us, like, so I'm like, I'm an empath. So stuff like that hurts my feelings because I couldn't see myself. And I know kids are kids, so y'all don't think like that. So, but I'm telling you, like, how it feels like as a parent. I've told my kids before, I feel disrespected because I'll do some stuff like I'll clean the house up really good. Like, I'll take my time. I mean, I'll really put some work in, and then like here comes somebody right behind me, messes stuff up. like almost immediately. And like it made me really feel some type of way. I said, I feel like it's disrespect. Like you didn't think about the time and the energy and the care that I put into doing this project. You just came behind me like you didn't care, and it made me feel some type of way. But we all live here, so it's not my responsibility to just clean up. It's easier for you. And of course, if you had the choice between cleaning and chilling, of course, most of the time somebody's gonna say, I would prefer to chill. But um that's not the way life goes. Um and like just first of all, as parents, like we cannot do it all. Like we can't do it all. Just physically, everything that it takes to make a household function and make it work, all those cogs and wheels, we can't do it all and we shouldn't do it all. And when you get older and start having family, you're not going to want to do it all either. Um, and like I said, you should contribute where you live also. You live there, you're using the electricity, you're using the water, you're sleeping there, you're eating there. So what would you feel like you shouldn't contribute in a space where you dwell? Um, we're trying to teach you how to be self-sufficient. Like again, like I said, it's a life skill. It's important that you know how to take care of yourself. At some point, hopefully, you'll get out in the world, be able to explore, but anywhere you go, it's going to be a certain type of code of conduct. You're not going to be able to go places. You don't ever know where you may end up. You may end up having to bunk with somebody, have a roommate, go stay with other family members, or whatever the case may be. Um, like you need to know how to take care of yourself, not only take care of yourself, but be able and willing to offer aid and assistance to help other people too, especially if they're helping you. And it's just the right thing to do. Um, Another component that we need y'all to look at too is that as parents, like some of y'all parents are already like older, like old. But we're getting older and you're gonna get older too. I know you don't feel it right now. I know you can't see it right now. I know that it's not resonating because in your young mind, I know when I was younger, I never would have thought like, oh, my back might be hurting, my knees be hurting, I'm feeling stiff because you be feeling so good. You be feeling so good. You're so mobile and you're so free and your mind is so clear because you're not thinking about bills and other responsibilities. Like it's just a different vibe. But if you're blessed to get older, like everything changes. And I remember growing up and you hear your grandma, your aunts and stuff like that, they'd be like, just keep living. And, things will change. But, you be young and stupid and naive and think you know everything. So we're telling you, like, there's nothing that y'all are dealing with going through that um, we hadn't already experienced. What are your thoughts on the cost of living and jobs that our kids are offered after high school? So after high school, listen, I have a senior now and I am scared. I am so scared. Inflation is so real. Um, like I wanted to do this segment because it's like I'm nervous. Like I'm not fearful. It's just like the unknown. Like as the parents, like we see everything changing. Like nothing is the same. Just in these last 10 years, like it just seemed like so much has changed. I have a senior that's graduating, so it's like job options and opportunities. You don't know which way to go because the economy is so messed up. You got inflation, things that people rendered as the way to go, like getting your degree, your college degree. Um, it in some cases can be useless depending on what you're trying to do. Um, it's so you render like you think about the economy and then you think about like the work ethics that these kids have. And like I said, I'm talking to the kids today, but the parents do have to be held accountable for rearing them. But just the lack of work ethics physically, then it's the economy. Like, I don't know what these kids are gonna do. Especially, like, that's why I said I want to do this message too, because y'all gotta come to reality. I think the world that a lot of children have kind of put in their head, like, this is the life. Have your parents to take care of you. Um, it is it is our job up to a certain point to take care of you. Like financially and even physically with like the stuff we're talking about, like with housework. But all things must come to an end. All things must come to an end. So that's why I say it's so important for the parents to hold them accountable and to teach them and to rear them and nurture them into this new space, because a lot of people are going to get out. And like, I've done all I can do. I tell my kid all the time, the one that's senior, like, I'm doing all I can do. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I'm telling you what's out there, and I'm telling you it's not what you think. Inside the house, behind that phone and social media and all that stuff, that is not reality. The real world is going to drag you through the mud. Like, it doesn't have to be bad, but what I'm saying is it's going to be bad if you're distracted and you're not paying attention to what's going on. You don't have any ethics so far as like cleaning, time management, any type of home management. And then if you're not real aggressive on like your education, um, they're going to get out in the world and it's going to be bad. They're going to be scratching at the door. Let me back in. Let me in. So, like, for me, I'm trying to rear mine so that, and if they have to come home at some point, that happens. Like I said, I've had to go back home. In my 20s, I think I went home twice, but I'm just saying, you can't be lazy and don't want to get out there and all and give this world a try, or you get out there because you think you're so ready to go be grown, and then when life smack you upside the head, like I said, don't be coming, because I tell mine all the time. I promise I get up every single day and I try to do the best I can to prepare y'all. But it's only so much that we can do. So that's why I'm on here. I just want to tell you, it's only so much we can do as parents. Um, and as parents, again, like, we have a lot more on our plates than y'all see. That's another reason why we need y'all help. Like, cleaning and stuff like that, helping out in the house, like, it's important. But it's kind of like it's frivolous work. Like, you should be able to wash dishes. It's not rocket science. You should be able to vacuum. And you can. You just don't and don't want to because you'd rather be doing something else. And that's not fair. But what I'm saying is that if you're in a home and you have a parent who's taking care of literally everything else, do you know how good it feels to just have one or two people around to just take on certain responsibilities, so that that's something less that we have to think about. Like, we have to think about everything. We have to think about these jobs. If you have a business, we have to think about that. I mean, we have to think about every detail from the beginning to the end concerning that particular topic or subject. So if you're in school, you got to deal with that. You got kids, you got to deal with that. One or multiple, you got to deal with it. You got bills. You got to worry about your health, and the health of everybody that's around you in your space at home. Like, it'd be so much to think about. It'd be so much to do. So a lot of stuff, y'all not aware of it. You don't see it, and we don't share everything. We don't complain about everything. Like, the kids, they rarely hear me complain about the stuff that I have to do. I just do it. There's no sense in complaining, but it's still is mental energy that I have to exhaust. So while I'm exhausting my mental energy on the big shit, like making sure these bills are paid, and making sure that we have a solid routine and that everybody have what they really need, y'all can handle the small stuff like washing the dishes, vacuuming the floor. And it's like, y'all are making these simple tasks seem like we're asking like for skin off y'all back. And I know that we're not. Um, we just need y'all to help because you should. And then another thing is that then it's like, when it's time for y'all to get what you need, like, and y'all need something, Y'all be so nice. Y'all got it all laid out. You got a master plan. We got diagrams. We got samples and examples. Y'all pulling out all the stops when it comes to y'all. But then when it comes to stuff that we need, it is it is like unheard of. It's like we are asking so much. Like we're asking so much of you. And it'd be like simple things. So that'd be the irritation. Um, that'd be the irritation with me too. Like my kids, they do the same thing. Their kids, like I have good boys, they help, they work the business, yada yada yada, but they're still kids. And they do what kids do. They still have their thinking in some areas are, you know, immature. And I get it. Like people just kind of want what they want. Everybody want what they want. But we're just kind of embarking on times really where everybody needs to help everybody. I'm telling you, you're going to get to a space in your life where you're going to need help too. Like I tell my kids now, like they all, you know, they all lean and got all this energy. And I'm like, you're going to slow down one day. We all do. And it don't even have to be like a whole lot, but even the slightest of slowing down, like somebody is still going to have to come and help replenish the little bit that you now can't do. And I tell them all the time, your lips be poked out, don't want to help, but everything starts with family, everything ends with family. So if we're here together, like with the boys, and I'm rearing them and we're raising them and all this stuff, it's like I want them to feel good about helping and contributing. I want that to feel natural to them. So I've reared them that way um, to help. Like if you can't be good to the people that you sleep under the same roof with every night, your mom, your dad, your siblings, or whatever, how do you expect to go in the world and hold your value, and how do you expect to treat other people a certain way if you can't even treat the people now? And I will say this as a disclaimer: everybody family not a good family. Everybody home situation is different, so just let it resonate where it's supposed to be. But y'all know what I'm talking about. So for me, with them, I want them to be good people, just wholeheartedly, starting at home. I don't want you to be a jerk at home and don't help out, and then you go out in the world and be a fake, because it's like people know what they should be doing and what they could be doing to help and be better people. And instead of just being better people, a lot of times now I notice like people, it's just easier if they think to just go out and be something that they're not, go be fake, but you can only keep the mask on for so long. So I just try to teach them certain things now, learn how to be genuine and authentic, and learn how to help from a healthy place. It doesn't have to be with an attitude. People, it's like when you ask people for help or people feel like they got to go help, it's always an attitude involved. So I'm trying to change that trajectory. I'm trying to change that narrative, because it doesn't have to be that way. For example, me and the boys, we went home to visit my mom this past weekend. And when we go home, we go with the notion of knowing that we're going to have to help. Like the same way they move in the house, they do the same thing at her house. There's their house too when they go down there. You're going to take out the trash, you're going to sweep, you're going to clean up behind yourself, you're going to make your bed, um, you're gonna do that, because we're not gonna show up and it's 4 kids and then y'all just gonna come in there and um just mess up just because y'all the grandkids. That's crazy. Like your grandmother's older. She love you, but she shouldn't have to baby you. And as much as she's loved over on you and over you over these years, it's simple things that can just simple repayment. It's not that you have to repay, or that they're repaying her, but it's just showing that, we appreciate you, and we don't take you for granted. And I think that's a lot of the feelings that parents have as well, is that we do think that y'all take us for granted. We do a lot for those parents that really not, like I said, every parent ain't created equal. There's some sorry parents out there for real. Like for real there are. And I don't, it's just facts. But I'm talking to the parents that care, the ones that care enough to watch podcasts and listen to podcasts like this, or have their children to tap in and watch or listen to things like this, in order to make you better. Like, we really care. We don't want you to go out and fail in the world. And this is what I tell my kids all the time. I'm like, y'all be thinking somebody fussing, or y'all take stuff so personally. You think people be mean or trying to be mean. I was like, what do I have to benefit and gain from any of that? I'm like, I tell my kids all the time, they just know the story. I be like, I housed you inside of my whole body for several months, for a long time. I took care of you. I ate well. I did what I was supposed to do. Like, I nurtured you. And then when you got here, I've been taking care of you ever since. I love you more than words could ever explain. Like, there are no words, and they know that. So why would I tell you something that is going to be a detriment to you? Even if it's something like cleaning. You may not like what we have to say because you're not ready to hear it, because you're wanting to do the things that you want to do. But we would never tell you anything wrong. Why would I invest my whole life into you, um, so that I could tell you something wrong, and then you take that wrong information and go out in the world and be misguided and live a less quality of life? Like, why would we do that? That's redundant. That's stupid. Like, why would we do that? That's counterproductive. Why would we put in all that energy and then come over here and tell you something wrong? Because I told them with the cleaning, my boys, I tell them all the time, I don't need you to clean for me. I know how to clean, and I'm actually really freaking good at it. Like, I don't need you to help me. Actually, we don't need you for anything. And I say that lovingly and respectfully. Like, we don't need you for anything. Y'all have that entitlement because y'all know that we love y'all. You know that we love you unconditionally. Um, but we don't need y'all. Like, my kids, they're not paying any bills. They're not, everything is a debt. You got to buy grocery, you got to buy clothes, you got to buy shoes, all these activities. It's just everything just going out, just going out, going out, going out. Um, but we wouldn't tell you. We wouldn't waste our time. We wouldn't, if we didn't care, we wouldn't say anything at all. If we didn't care, we just let you do whatever it is that you wanted to do. But we're trying to let you know that the world isn't what you think that it is. Learn early to be grateful for your parents and grandparents. Learn to be grateful with your heart and your hands, so far as is helping, because we don't have to do anything. We do the things that we do because we love you. And even when we're on y'all about certain things, especially, like I said, I'm doing my cleaning life. So as far as it pertains to like that cleaning life, even with that, I wouldn't tell them anything wrong. Like, my kids, they receive so many compliments everywhere they go. They have gotten so many gifts and different accolades just by them being who they are, just doing what they do naturally and what I've taught them to do over the years. So even if it's something that you weren't, like, some kids like, well, my mama didn't teach me, and some parents didn't teach you because they didn't understand the value of the help until they got older and saw that they need help too. So, sometimes, it just works out that way. Things aren't just lined out the way that we feel like they should be, or maybe perhaps how they needed to be in the first place. But what I'm saying is that when you're aware of what's going on, um, step in and do your part, and you'll be blessed later on down the line, because you're going to need the help too someday. And it'll be sooner than you think. It won't be just because you think that, um, just getting older and you need somebody to come in. No, like you can be younger. You have these younger children with children, like you're going to need help. Like we've raised our children and we want to be able to help you all with your children, and we want to help you to be able to do some other things in your life too. But everybody kind of got to get in where they fit in and help each other. So as far as like the day-to-day protocol for like home management, from us parents, we love y'all and we do need your help and we would like your help because first of all, it's fair and it's setting you up for life skills. It's setting you up to be a better person. It's setting you up to be a better partner. Like, I've said on previous podcasts before, like, what do you expect if y'all don't have those life skills and you're not clean and cleaning up and you don't know how to do it? Like, what kind of partner do you expect to attract? Do you expect to attract for somebody to coddle you and baby you and clean up behind you? That ain't gonna work because they're gonna get tired of that. Or are you just gonna marry or be in a relationship with somebody that's just as lost and nasty as you are? That ain't gonna work either. So it's so many different reasons why it is to your benefit, to help us. And it's helping us like help you to be better people in the future. And it's helping us as parents because like I said, I know I feel like I'm getting older and I'm gonna need my kids to swing by and help me. And I don't want them to be having an attitude when they do it. I want them to be happy and grateful. And I plan on not just worrying them like that, but I need them to come in and kind of just feel parts of that legacy. And then I hope that their kids will do the same thing, and their kids will do the same thing, and their kids will do the same thing too. So, and again, parents, you have to keep them accountable, but, we just have to keep talking to y'all. Um, and letting y'all know that, even though we're family, we're also a team and we do need each other's help. And, we're just hoping that you just grow into a space where you understand that, you can make your life better by helping and you can help the lives around you become better as well. Just a little time, a little patience, and a little help. So, thank you for your time and your patience while I'll ramble this evening to these kids, and um, we'll be back again in a few weeks. Thank y'all for tuning in, and hope you enjoyed. And good night.